They done brought the snow to Fiji. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 6. And the name of the episode is called Episode 6. Listen, I want to call the episode Snow in Fiji. It's snowing in Fiji.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the episode started off with Corbin and Kenzie. Kenzie lets Corbin know that she was going to pick him. Corbin is running game on Kenzie, saying that he could have picked anybody, but he chose her. Yeah, you chose her because she was the easiest, right? And my thing is, Corbin's goal is to stay in the house, so he's going to fill her head up with sweet nothings, making it seem like, you know, I could have picked anybody, but I chose you. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You chose her because she was the easiest. Simple, right? Kenzie said that she never dated anybody younger than her. And Kenzie, this is where I feel like you're losing me because you're not dating him. You're just coupled with him on the game show. You don't know this man. So I need you to stop thinking just because y'all are coupled up that y'all are in a relationship and y'all are getting ready to get married. That's not happening, baby.
You stupid, girl.
It's not happening. We get Trinity and Bryce, they having a conversation. Trinity said that she found Sean attractive, but he didn't make her last the way that Bryce does. Sean, to me, really didn't shoot his shot and put up a fight. Again, he was vulnerable. And I don't think that he did enough, right? He probably didn't do it because he didn't have to where he was from, right? He probably was a 10 where he was from, but everybody in the house is 10s or supposed to be.
Ooh, is that shade, Phaedra?
So you're going to have to put up a little bit more of a fight. You're just not going to, you know what I'm saying? You're not pulling nobody over in a traffic stop and everybody thinking that you're fine. You're going to have to put up a fight, okay? Then we get Mel and Sincere. I don't have confidence in them as a couple, right? They both tried to explore elsewhere and it didn't work. And I feel like that's the only reason why these two are still together, okay? Then we get Anaya and Casey. I feel like we're putting too much pressure on them because we want to see a black couple or black love, right? All we see is Casey pouring into Anaya, but we don't really hear how Anaya feels about him. She asked him what would happen if his type's coming to the house. He already told her that she was his type, but he said, if, you know, my type coming to the house, they're going to have to really, you know, be amazing because he's confident with Anaya. And just by these questions and the things that Anaya is saying back to his questions, her responses to, you know, his answers and stuff like that gives me that she's not really into him.
And I'm sorry.
She's not, and that's just the truth. Okay, then we get Kata and Corbin. I mean, Kata and Zach. They're talking about if Corbin had took Kata and how upset they would be. Kata said that she would have cried, but I would have loved that, right? Give us the show. I want to see Zach work, and I want to see him fight for Kata's love. I feel like Kata got with Zach and she was a bombshell and he hasn't really had to work. You know, he hadn't really had to work. They just seem to be secure. To me, they're the most secure couple on the show. I don't see it. I want Anaya and Casey to be that, but I just don't see it because I don't think that Anaya is there for Casey. Kata and Zach seem to be locked in, if you ask me. Okay. Then we get Bea and Gabe. Bea is feeling insecure because she doesn't feel the same. She doesn't feel like they have the type of chemistry that the other couples have in the house. Duh. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Gabriel is there for Bea. Not because she has one leg. I just think that he's a bombshell. The same thing that Corbin is doing. He's a bombshell and his goal is to try to stay into the house. When a girl comes into the house, he's going to drop Bea, a girl that he really, really likes. And when he gets to choose, I feel like he's going to drop Bea. We'll see, though. We'll see, okay? So they're getting ready for get bed. Kenzie goes into the women's room. I don't know. I need to find the name of the women's room where all of the women are at. But she goes into the women's room and she's singing, I'm a happy girl. I got a guy with muscles. I got a guy that's tall. And I got a guy with big hands. And you know what that means.
Stop the tape. Stop.
Not too fast, though, mama. Because I got a feeling you're going to be crying in a minute. Now, why is Sincere in bed with a bonnet on and Mel don't even got on a bonnet? I'm just confused, right? And I feel like because Sincere is attractive, everybody's letting him get away with it. We see mostly girls in a bed with bonnets on, but Mel is sitting in a bed without a bonnet on, and Sincere got one on. It's giving bitch, right? I wouldn't be coupling or cuddling with somebody with a bonnet on, a man with a bonnet on. You know what I'm saying? Every time he'll touch me, I'll be screaming,
Somebody get this bitch off me.
This is a bitch. Even if you got hair, be man enough to do it again in the morning. Why you want your hair to be pretty when you sleep? I don't get it, okay? Then the next morning they got breakfast. Kenzie says that Corbin makes her a little horny.
In some ways.
Okay, a little bit too much, okay? Corbin, I gotta give him credit, okay? He ended up taking notes. Kenzie told him that Sean was making her heart-shaped eggs, so he's making her heart-shaped pancakes. So, you know, I gotta give it up for him for that, for taking notes, okay? After breakfast, Bia and Gabe have a talk, and she said that she likes for a man to show her chivalry, okay? Bia said that she had 2 adult relationships. One guy was 20 years older than her. And this is the thing with Bia that I just don't like. Because you had a relationship with a man that was 20 years older than you, but you're around here asking, do the plumbing still work for a woman at 52 years old?
Make it make sense.
It's just giving mean girl. It's giving nasty. It's giving insecure. And the thing about it is you don't even know this 52-year-old woman. So for you to say that about a woman that's 52 is just nasty work. Bia says that she likes older guys, maybe because they're a little bit more mature and they're not really worried about her only having one leg. That's just what I think. Gabe dated a woman who was 18 years older than him before. Bia said that her parents met in college in chemistry class. That's a beautiful story. Gabe said that he was made on Christmas, so I'm beginning to think that he was probably born in September or October, if he was born, or if his parents made him on Christmas. Then we get Anaya and Sincere. I see the game Anaya is trying to play, talking about she the biggest male and Sincere fame. Anaya still wants this man. She's trying to use a different bait. She's going to play that friend role with Sincere until Melanie breaks his heart, and she's going to give him a shoulder to cry on and a titty to suck.
Yes.
And then she gonna kiss him and she gonna make her move. And what I'm seeing with Anaya and Sincere that I don't see with Anaya and KC, she even compliments him in a way that she does not do with KC. She even compliments him. She doesn't compliment KC like that. Then we get Kata and Zach. Kata got some new weave in her head. I think it really looks good on her. And also when Anaya and Sincere were talking, Kata and Mel were over there on the side taking pictures. So it's nice to see that they're cool with each other. Bia, Trinity, and Kenzie are talking. Bia says that she feels like Gabe is into her until something else comes into the house, and that's karma, baby, because that's what you did with Sean. You was happy with Sean until something else came into the house or the first chance that you got to, and that is your right, and so it is his right as well. I feel like Kenzie is just happy to have a man, and I don't think that the girls think that Corbin is a good match for her because they said they want her to find her cowboy. Basically, like, girl, you happy, but this ain't really what you want. We want you to find a man that you really, really want. You know, because Kenzie is giving, you know, insecure, I'm just so happy to have a man. Then we get Trinity and Bryce. Bryce said that his most expensive date that he ever been on was $4K, and he took someone to the DR for New Year. So nice. We like to hear, love to hear, okay? Then we get Anaya and KC. KC that he had said that he only had one real girlfriend and they was in a relationship for like 3 years. Anaya said that she had 2 real relationships, and when she was in high school that she played volleyball and she was homecoming princess. KC says that he doesn't feel like that he has spread his wings. He always stayed in Fresno and he's ready to take a leap of faith because he's always played it safe. And I could definitely understand that from KC, but this show is a good start. Okay, this show is a good start for you, you know, to take a leap of faith. Okay, I fear that with KC not really having experienced the world, he doesn't really know what he likes, right? He knows what he likes right now because he hasn't been exposed to different things. But once he's exposed to different things, I think what he likes will probably change. KC tells Anaya that she looks good. And she says, "You're so funny." That girl don't want that man. I don't think that she believed anything that he's saying because she don't believe it. She doesn't believe it about herself. So it's hard for her to take compliments from him. I feel like every time he's talking to her, the only thing that she's thinking in her head is, Hello? Then we get Corbin and Kenzie. I feel like one of Corbin's parents is probably immigrant. I hear it in his voice and I can kind of see it in him. And I hope that doesn't sound offensive, but I can hear it in his voice and I see it. Corbin tells Kenzie that he has fantasies that he wants to explore and he wants to explore some kinky shit, okay? Kenzie says that she wants to do a 69 and Corbin says that he never done that before in his life. And I took that to mean that he don't eat pussy. What? Nigga, what you mean you don't eat pussy? If I was Kenzie, I would have broke out crying.
Are you okay?
Because this is the thing. You had Sean that licked you from head to toe in one of the challenges. Now you got a nigga who don't eat pussy?
Make it make sense.
And I be so confused. And I blame women. I blame women. What do you mean you let a nigga fuck who haven't ate the pussy first?
You look stupid.
That should be a requirement. You don't get to stick it before you lick it. Because if you don't eat pussy, then you won't fuck pussy either.
Message.
And Kenzie should have told him, well, you about to start. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? Do you think that I'm just about to be doing freaky shit and sucking on your dick and you're not about to be doing nothing else to me?
And bitch, who? Who?
Absolutely not. Kenzie said that Corbin touched her on her butt again while they were asleep. Heavy on the again. You know, I feel like Corbin thinks that Kenzie is easy. And Corbin wants a freak, and that's what he sees in Kenzie. She was the first one to let him kiss, the only one to let him kiss outside of the challenge. And so that he said, that's where I'm going. Kenzie ended up getting a text saying that the villa will host a slumber party. Okay. They had outfits ready for the girls. They had on lingerie and the guys had on white boxers. Anaya, Melanie, and Kata looked really, really good in their lingerie. Okay. Adriana came in. Baby, that outfit that she had on was bad, baby.
Is this your own point with it?
In the game, the women will have to find their man without seeing them. Okay. So the men will be locked up to a headboard. The girls will be blindfolded and armed with their own paint color. They will have to rely on touch, chemistry, and instincts as they make their way around the boys, feeling their way to find their man, literally leaving their mark because they got their own color. So everyone will be able to see where you have been with their color, okay? And Adriana tells them, don't be afraid to enjoy your journey on the way. And once you find your boy, you handcuff yourself to him, okay? Now, I feel like they should have changed the rules of the game because some of the girls are boring and we're watching TV and we want to be entertained. We want to see a show. So I think that all of the girls should have kissed every dude and then guess which number their partner was and make the girls sit back down when they're done, not stay in the bed. So that all of the girls were able to kiss all of the boys, okay? So Trinity ended up going first. She kissed everyone until she got to Brace, then she stopped. Boring, right? Then we get Melanie. I love Melanie, baby. Melanie kissed everybody, including Trinity, because Trinity was on the bed. And the last two were Corbin and Sincere. And she went back and forth with them for a minute. Give it up.
Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Give it up. Give us a show. Y'all, America, y'all better not send this girl home because she's giving us a show. And this is what we want to see. Then we get Kenzie. Now, when she went, that's when it started snowing in Fiji, okay? The first bombshell came in, which was Soul. Soul was cute enough. She looks like a quadroon. She had a nice body, okay? She kissed the men around Kenzie, and then she said Corbin, Casey, and Sincere were the most stand out to her. Okay? Now, they was too busy showing Soul kissing the guys that we didn't get a chance to see what went down with Kenzie and Zach. I want to see if Zach was, interested in kissing Kenzie or, what happened. Because in my opinion, I feel like the girls, once you touch the man, you can kind of guess who is who, right? So I knew that she knew who Zach was, and I want to see if she was still being passive aggressive when she got to Zach, okay? Now, am I the only one who thought that when Bia leg was going to fall off when she began crawling on the bed?
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
I know I'm not the only one. Let me know in the chat. Kata went, and then we got another bombshell. It started raining again. When the white girls go, they started bringing in more snow. Okay, her name was Jen. She was funny looking, right? In my opinion, I've only saw this show one time, but I think that the bombshells supposed to come in and shake shit up. They need to be undeniable. They need to be perfect 10s. They need to be perfect 10s. And I'm just not getting that from these bombshells. And I'm not saying Soul was cute. Soul was cute enough, but if I'm talking about Kata a little bit. She's not. She all right. You know what I'm saying? But when I think of bombshell, I'm thinking about Drina. You get what I'm saying? A perfect 10. She got everything right. But again, if I think of some bombshells from last year, even the guy that they had for Alondra last year, the black guy, So, but I just want the bombshells to be perfect 10s. I want the girls to be threatened when another bombshell walk in. I want the men to be threatened when a bombshell walk in. And I feel like they're giving me fake threatened. Anaya was the last to go. She didn't kiss anyone but Casey. Boring. I get it, but it was boring. Because of the rules, I think that the game made Mel seem more like a hoe or thirsty because she kissed everybody. And the other girls seemed more pulled up, right? Because they was boring and they stopped when they got to their match, right? I think Mel gave us more of a show, and I'm not mad at her. I'm not going to shame her for giving us more of a show, baby. We're watching the show that we're on TV, okay? So the girls ended up taking off their blindfolds, and they were all, of course, with their partners or their couples, okay? And they noticed that there was red on the men, and none of the other girls had red, okay? And so the bombshells came in, and we ended up seeing Soul and Jen. Okay, the girls are acting fake, threatening. Girl, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Well, I think that Bia has something to worry about, and Trinity has something to worry about. And depending on how whorish Jen is, Kenzie probably got something to worry about. Because I don't know if y'all paid attention, but when we seen Corbin, when Corbin was getting kissed, Corbin was looking like, you could look in his eyes and look like he was ready to fuck. That's just what I seen. If you look at Corbin's eyes, go back and look. When Corbin was getting kissed, Corbin was looking like he was ready to fuck, okay? So then we ended up having a bombshell male that came into the house, and his name was Caleb, okay? Now, when he came in, Mel was happy. She was jumping around, and Trinity asked her to back up because Caleb said that she couldn't see. They made mention to show that, so I think there's going to be some foreshadowing for something later on in the show. Now, Caleb got a chance to kiss all of the girls. Absolutely not. If I had to kiss Caleb, I would listen, I'm ready to go home.
Man, I won't go home, man. Fuck that, man. I said, man, I won't go home, man.
I'm ready to go home. I want to go home. I don't want to kiss on Caleb, okay? But he ended up kissing all of the girls. The kiss was awkward. Again, and I'm thinking of a male bombshell. He needs to be a perfect 10. This man right here ain't really threatening nobody.
What's that?
Nobody. These girls don't really want him. I feel like they was forced to kiss a nigga, if you ask me. Okay? But I really feel like that he's here for Kenzie specifically. Hopefully he eat pussy for Kenzie's sake. But y'all, that's all I got right now. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Okay? Do y'all think that the bombshells are bombshelling? To me, I'm just not getting it. I want the bombshells to come in and shake shit up, and I want them to be perfect 10s. Okay? But let me know what y'all think in the chat. In the comment section. Please like the video, hype me up, and I will see y'all later. Adios.